What's going on, everyone? Back here with another video. Today's video, I just want to talk about, like, we all need to, and I'm calling myself out for this, but I've been practicing on it and working on it. Um, I think that a lot of us that are like in the space of like, obviously want to have better lives, like do like the self improvement and all that. That's all great and all, but I think you got to get to a point where you just face reality and realize that what you're doing is like these little, daily things you do, it could be meditation, it could be going, getting 10,000 steps, going out and lifting and working out and, doing all these little things are good and all. But I think at some point, like if you ever want to accomplish anything, like you actually have to do something. And like that, like what I just said, like obviously that stuff is doing something, but you're not going to get anything out of doing. They're good habits that can help you do the hard things. I'm not saying don't do those things because, like, if they help you, they help you. But at some point, you actually have to do something, and whatever that is. And most of the time, that's going to come in the form of something where you're going to financially get something out of it. I mean, that's kind of the whole point, in my opinion. You can kid yourself all day long, but it's always about money, and it will always be about money. I mean, if you're fine, like I said, I mean, in another video, it's kind of a scale of what you are good with. So if you're good where you're at, you're good where you're at. But I know a lot of you aren't and don't like to live, want a certain X amount of dollars to, feel comfortable. But these people just, they get on and tell you all these things like top 10 habits to be successful. It's like, okay, but like, well, those aren't going to do, like, you actually have to do something. I think that's what it comes to. If there's one thing you can learn, the top 10 habits, there's top one habit, it's called actually doing something. Like, literally, you have to do something. Like, you can do all these little things, and don't get me wrong, like, okay, honestly, like, if there's two actual things that will be beneficial to you to help, that will make doing what you want to easier, it's diet and nutrition, or diet and exercise. Diet and nutrition are the same thing, but nutrition and exercise, like, that's pretty much all you need if you really need to do a habit. Like all these extra things, I'm not saying they're not good for you, but like they're just extra. Like if your morning routine is 2 hours freaking long, like you're not doing anything. Like, I don't know, most of it I think is just clickbait, and it's like, I think everyone starts with a pure heart, but you know obviously, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying I don't do, like, some of my titles and thumbnails. Like, obviously, like, I want to get views, but like, I don't know, and I don't want to act like I'm goody two shoes either. Like, I'm like whatever, but like, I don't know. Like, I just wanted to get like a reasonable message out in this video. Like, you actually just have to get out and do whatever it is you're gonna do. Sitting around thinking about it, meditating on it, pondering it, thinking of all the different possibilities is just useless. You're wasting time. And, I've luckily did some things in my life to where like was like difficult, and um where I actually had to put my foot down and be like, man, you're fucking off. Like, uh, whatever. Um, I don't know. It is what it is. It's just, I don't know. Like, you just gotta find whatever it is you're gonna do, even if it's, obviously, if it's something worthwhile, it's gonna be difficult, but you just gotta put your foot down and just do it. And like I say in every video, easier said than done, but I mean, that's the only advice you really need, is just you have to do whatever it is you're gonna do. And I think it's time for people to take a stand and um, just work and do what they need instead of all these excuses. It's always excuses. And, I have excuses too for shit, but like, if you want something substantial in your life, you're gonna have to work for it. And you don't need $1 million. You don't need to make 100,000 a year or whatever. Everyone likes to say 100,000 a year. It's like everyone's favorite number, but um, or you don't need to make 10K a month. Like, you got to find what you can do that's going to satisfy you and your what you know you want for your life. You don't have to be the only standard you have to uphold yourself is to your own. And a lot of you I know have high standards, which is good. Everyone should have high standards. So you're never going to feel satisfied unless you get to that standard where you're at. And you can't have these people getting on here telling you have to make $1 million a year, or people are going to think you're a loser. Like, I know me personally, like, I don't, obviously I would love to make $1 million a year, but I mean, would that be cool? Yeah. Would I be happy? Probably. But am I going to, would I be fine making $100,000 a year? Yeah, like that'd be sweet. Like I'd probably, if I was smart about money, I wouldn't have to worry about money issues if I made that much. But like, you can't let these people tell you online that you're a loser if you don't make an unrealistic amount of money a year. And nothing's unrealistic. If you put your mind to anything, you can do anything. But you can't. But in the same regards, like, if you're unsatisfied with your life, like, you got to get to your standard. You can't be like. I think that's like the toxic. Like, I hate toxic when people say like toxic masculinity, because that's like if you're a man, you're masculine. Like, that doesn't even make sense. But like, I think that's like the bad direction for like self improvement. Like, if you're a man, like, these people that make these videos saying you have to have all this shit, like, I don't know. I just don't think it's true. I don't, like, you don't need a Lamborghini, or you don't need this, and you don't need that. Like, obviously I would get that shit if I was in that position, but like, you can't feel bad, like, for not, like, wanting to put in the effort to get that shit. Like, I know most of you guys just want like a solid life with like a decent house, a decent car, and a family. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's, at the end of the day, if I had to pick something, like, that's what I want. Like, but I don't know what I'm really doing on this game either. I just started playing it again. It's City Skylines 2, and I thought, we'll use it for the video this time, change it up to a different game. But has a lot of, the first game was very hyper successful, and then this one came out and had a lot of issues. But I think if they give it time, like, there's definitely the groundwork of this game's way better than the first one, but the first one just like worked better, if that makes sense. But this one was released way too early. They needed to at least give it another 6 months before it came out. But we're here playing it though, so it's not bad though. It's not bad. You play it for what it is. It's fun, but I know. And another issue is the developers promised a lot more stuff than what actually. I think what they promised is in the game. It just doesn't work. that's the issue. That's like, there's like, it seems to have gotten better over the months, but like, if you go like check this out, be like, rent too high. That used to be like every house, the rent would be too high, and it would just be like a really weird, like, the economy was screwed in the game. But I don't know. I like these. I never thought I would like these kind of games, like city builders, but like the first City Skylines, I got addicted to, just because it was easy to play. You like put a podcast on in the background and listen. But yeah, not bad. It's not. It's pretty fun. Give it a chance. But yeah, kind of wrap up the video. Just take a stand for what you want and what you believe in. Don't let you can't go up to someone else's standards and live that way. I think it's time for take a stand and do the hard shit. It's gonna suck, and I think that's another issue with these guys online tell you it's gonna be easy if you just do these simple things. It's like, no, it's not. Like, most shit's gonna be like, you can get lucky. I think the harder you work, the more position yourself to get lucky. That's why I see these guys that like, maybe they busted their ass for like a year, and then like, if you bust your ass like that, you're gonna put yourself in positions to get lucky, and that's just part of it. Like, they say, oh, they got lucky, but like, I'd argue that most of the time people that get lucky are putting themselves in positions to get lucky, and the people that don't obviously don't. And to get lucky, you're going to put yourself in hard positions. So I do believe getting lucky is true, but I think a lot of people that get lucky work to get in that position to get lucky. So, it is what it is. It's what you're willing to do and what you're satisfied with and what you're willing to put in. don't let people gauge that to what you'll be satisfied with in your life. Like, I think that's a big takeaway too. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think what else? Discord seems to be going good. I know I'm really not on there that much these days, but I probably should get on be on more often now that um I'm done with school. So that should work out better. I should probably be able to get on there and communicate more, but I do check my DMs on Discord and stuff, so if you have any issues with that, join the Discord if you want. Um if you like this game, I could definitely do more. I know I really didn't do much of this game. I kind of just looked around and built some roads, but um, definitely a fun game. Might play it more on the channel, but um, yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. I appreciate you guys for listening to this video. Have a great day and God bless.